Welcome back. This video will explain how to constrain or make smaller your current found set of records. To constrain records means to take a group of records that are isolated, they may be patients or line items or anything else, and to make that group smaller based on some new search criteria. Let me show you what I mean. I'm in the line items area where I'm going to show all line items. There are 8,800 plus of those. And I want to narrow those down, and I can do that by doing a find for all, for example, 92557 patients. So I'm going to click here, and I want to do a search for 92557. I may even narrow it down saying I only want those from March asterisk of 2018. So I can say, give me all 92557s for that particular month. And it pulls up 114 of those. Well, I may want to constrain or make smaller now that I've done that group. I may say, well, I wish I had done that just for my Delray office. So instead of starting over, I could click the magnifying glass and then type in Delray Beach, and instead of just clicking Perform Find, which would then give me every line item that's for Delray Beach, let's just do that wrong and I'll show you what I mean. If I do just Delray Beach Find, I've got 1,726. Well, these are not just 92557s, right? As you can see, this is all kinds of things. So I didn't constrain my found set. I just did another search for that office. I'm going to use the arrow or the triangle right next to the magnifying glass and perform this search again so I don't have to re-enter all that criteria. So I've isolated those 114 again. Now I'm going to do it correctly. I'll click Find. I will type in the office location, and instead of hitting Perform Find, which would ruin it, just give me those Delray Beach for every line item, I'm going to go up here to what's called the Requests menu, and then I'm going to constrain or make smaller my previous found set. It's not going to add anyone to it. It's going to constrain and make that smaller, saying just give me my 92557s from March of 2018 that are also in Delray Beach. So now we're down to 22, but you see how it made that a little bit smaller. Let's do the same thing. I'm going to right click and find all my physicians, and I may want to narrow that down. I could have done it ahead of time, but let's say I forgot to narrow that down to all those that are a particular clinician. So I'm going to click Find again, choose a clinician, and then instead of perform the find here, I'm going to constrain my previous found set. And now I have all for physicians for that clinician. So I've isolated just that group. Well, I can continue doing that. So this is one constraint, but let's do it again. I could say now I want to find, and I want to do Palm Beach. And again, don't hit Perform Find. Come up to Requests and Constrain. And now we're narrowed down to 925. Let's do it one more time and do kind of an unusual thing. Once again, I'll click Find, and I'm going to say I want to narrow that group down to everybody named Robert. Well, you wouldn't normally do that, but you get the idea. Let's constrain, and now here's all my Roberts or Robertas or whoever they are in there. We're down to only 15 that are Palm Beach, that are this clinician RP, and that are a physician. So you can continue to constrain that record, that group of records down very easily based on any number of different searches. Let's go back to the home screen and take a look at another area now. I'm going to click Home, and then I'm going to click this List Found Patients to look at this list of patients, not invoices. So here I could do a search for patients. Let's say I want to find all patients who are marked a certain thing like current. Well, let's just try that. And we have 824 that say current. Well, I had meant to also mark those only that are active. So let's do it again. Find, and instead of having to type current again, I can just say active, and then I can come up to Requests and constrain my previous group of current patients to also include just those who are active. So now we have just a lot of current active, and I could go on and on. So let's just do one more search here. I'm going to say Find, and now I'm going to type in the first name field anyone named Mary, and once again constrain my found set, and now I have a lot of Marys who are current and active because I've constrained or made smaller a group of records. So that might come in handy for marketing reasons. Give that a try and see what you think, and it really is a useful tool.